Now, you look at those other teams. Who has a center like Dwight Howard? Who has a center with that much talent and potential? Name another team. Name another team out west. Because Duncan, I'll tell you what, Duncan, and I love Duncan.
Are we talking
cannot.
Dwight Howard this year, or are we talking about
even
what
this
Dwight
year?
Howard
the man's still
should
leading
be?
the league in rebounds.
All right,
it's
but
not like he's being terrible.
If we're talking this year, I would take Marc Gasol over him this year. I would have taken Omar Zeke over him this year. I would have taken Tyson Chandler over him this year. I mean, there's 3 to 5 guys off the top of my head
that you mentioned out
I would
west.
take
Well, the
over
teams
him.
that you mentioned that are better out west. We already know that they're not going to get up to the 5 seed to play Memphis. I'll tell you what. I'll take Dwight Howard over Serge Ibaka. I'll take Dwight Howard over Tiago Splitter or whoever they're using in San Antonio. And I'll take Dwight Howard over anybody they're using there. Who is it? Jordan Hill or somebody, whoever they're using there with the Clippers. Blake Griffin doesn't play center.
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan. I'm taking Dwight over any of those 3.
Why? What the hell's he?
He leads the league in rebounds. You make it seem like the guy has done nothing.
Yeah, but you're acting like he leads the league in rebounds by like some drastic number. It's probably by like 0.1. I mean, it's not. I highly doubt the man leads the league in rebounds in a scenario where it's like he averages 12 a game and the closest guy to him is 9.
No, but I'm saying, look at the other guys in that division. They're not grabbing as many boards as he is. They're not playing the way he's playing.
But he's not playing good. I would take any of these guys.
Listen,
Their teams are
Dwight Howard's having a disappointing year, and there's no denying that. But don't turn a disappointing year into telling me that he is one of the worst centers in the league. Even on a bad year,
we're going based on this year.
Yeah.
Not next year, not the year before.
No. This year, he is still better than most centers in the league. He's better than Omar Zeke. He's better. I don't care what you're telling me. He is not. Omar Zeke is not better than Dwight Howard. He's not.
He's having a better year than him this year. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Dwight Howard is not doing anything that makes him even worth the stress and aggravation that he's causing this team.
We're going to have a little chat, my friend, because I did some research.
Oh, yeah?
Did what you couldn't do and looked it up by position.
Okay. Where are you? You've been listening?
I listened on the way about Dwight Howard and how he's better than everyone else.
We're going to start with blocks again. This is strictly centers. He is 3rd in the league amongst blocks at 2.27 a game, only behind Larry Sanders and Roy Hibbert. Blocks. Scoring. He's 7th in scoring amongst centers. 7th amongst scoring behind Greg Monroe, Chris Bosh, DeMarcus Cousins, Al Horford, Al Jefferson, and Brook Lopez. Okay?
Okay.
He's number 1 in rebounding. Number 1.
By half a rebound.
Doesn't matter. Half a rebound equals 41 rebounds a year.
Half a rebound a game.
Okay. Average it out over a season. That's 41 rebounds.
That's 41, yeah.
41 rebounds more.
I don't care. It's still only half a rebound a game.
Okay. And then we'll even do like steals. Steals wise, Dwight Howard's 6th in the league among centers. So far, he's top 7 or better in every category. In every category among centers. There's nobody else on this list that can say that. This year, he is one of the best centers in the league. He's one of the top 3 centers in the league.
And how many games has he played in comparison to some of these other centers? Which also affects the stats as well.
Dwight Howard's played 55 games. 55. I got it right here. Don't deny it.
How many games have they played on the year?
They've played, look it up.
I was going to say, I feel like he's been injured a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
there's no way he only played 55
games. As far as centers go, he's played more games than Brook Lopez, he's played more games than Brook Lopez, who's played 53. Most of the people have played between.
So he's only missed
55.
6 games?
He's missed 6 games.
No way.
That
Really?
does not
He's
sound
missed
right.
6 games. I'm not lying. Why do I have a...
We're saying like missed or like played a little bit or missed the game totally, you're saying, Dave. Like,
I'm trying to...
I feel like, I agree with you. I feel like he's missed more than 6 games.
He hasn't.
Just because on SportsZone, you see so much about him being injured, not playing, not... with his back,
He
his
missed
shoulder,
6
whatever
games.
it may be.
He missed 6 games. He is a top 3 center in this league, and that's by the statistics. So don't tell me, even though I know everybody wants to beat up on the guy for having a bad year because he should be number 1 in every statistic, you can't beat up on him too much.
You know who else puts up good statistics and it means absolutely crap? Tony Romo. There's guys all over every sport that put up good stats, and it means crap. Congratulations. You do nothing that helps your team win games.
I'm just saying.
You can't make a free throw if nobody was in the court and you are all by yourself with no fans, no noise, no nothing.
Dude, Dwight Howard is a top
You are not
center.
helping your team win games. Bottom line.
Dwight
Al Horford
Howard
helping his team win games. Roy Hibbert helping his team win games. DeAndre Jordan helping his team win games. Tyson Chandler helping his team win games. I just named you 4 who have had a better year than him. Why? Because they're actually helping their team win games.
By the way, no. I will flat out deny. I'm a Knicks fan, and I will sit here and tell you Dwight Howard's probably meant as much, if not more, to the Lakers season so far this year in helping them than Tyson Chandler has, because Tyson Chandler hasn't done shit for the Knicks other than his 2 or 3 game stretch where he had 20 rebounds. The last 2 games, J.R. Smith has been the leader on the Knicks in rebounds. He's the only one in the last 2 games to grab over 10 boards.
Sorry, dude. You're not gonna sell me on this one.
I don't have to sell you, but I'm just telling you. Everyone wants to be down on Dwight Howard because they're not having the year people expected him to have. But it doesn't mean that he's not being productive, and it doesn't mean that he's not a top center.
I didn't say he wasn't a top center. All I'm trying to say...
You're trying to tell me you're taking Omar, Zeke, and
I'm
Noah
telling you
and all these other guys over him.
what I've watched this year, those guys are helping
You haven't
their
watched
teams
much
more than
Lakers
he's helping them.
basketball. Bill, let's be honest. How many Laker games have you sat and watched? Probably maybe 3.
I'd give you more like 10 to 12.
I don't think you've watched 10 or 12 Laker
What else
games.
am I watching?
I don't know.
I don't watch hockey. I don't watch baseball. What
I
else
don't know,
do you
but I
I'm
think
watching?
if you're watching and you need some glasses.
Why?
Because the guy's
To watch
doing
the
stuff
guy
out on the court.
To watch the man shank free throws
You're
off
getting
the
on him
back
now.
rim like he's
First
trying to build
first
a
it was his
building.
points, and then it was this. Now all of a sudden you're down to free throws. What center in the league has a great percentage at shooting free throws? Shaq was one of the worst
he was
free throw
awful. How
shooters
bad was he, dude?
ever. Epically bad.
yeah.
The hack of Shaq.
He couldn't make anything.
And I will never, ever, ever sit here and tell you that Shaq wasn't one of the top centers in the league when he played. Free throws matter every now and then coming down the stretch, but that's also why you got more shooting guards than you do big men on the court when the game's on the line like that, because those guys are better shooters. When you inbounds the ball, you're not inbounding it to Dwight Howard at the end of a game. You're inbounding it to somebody who can shoot a free throw at the end of the game.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you, if the Lakers get in the playoffs,
all these stats, yet his
I
team's
can't wait
below
until
500.
you, like everybody else, sleeps on them. And when they get in the playoffs and all of a sudden they win, everybody's going to be like, oh my God, what a surprise. I'm going to be the one guy sitting here not surprised.
They're not getting out of the first round.
Not surprised.
Not getting it. Primo, what do you think, bud?
Listen, I'm a Laker fan, and I'm just disappointed in the way the whole team's been playing as the whole team in general. Like the offense looks like they just don't look good as a team to me. I don't watch enough games because they're always on late, and I don't want to stay up that late. 10:30 is a little late for me to stay up till 1 o'clock or 12:30 for a basketball game. Like, it's a little ridiculous for me, but like I expected more out of Dwight Howard than when we picked. I was super excited when we picked him up. I figure, oh my God, Steve Nash, Dwight Howard. Kobe, Meta World Peace, like we're gonna have a sick team, and I feel like it's the Heat, like the first year, like how they really didn't,
Yeah,
everybody expected them to be like the dream team right away.
Yeah, they didn't click as well.
It took a few years, and they finally won a title. Granted, they did it. My thing is, we all know Kobe's getting old. He's got what, 2 years in his contract left that he signed, or 1 year left? Is it?
Kobe's got 2 years.
Is it 2 years? I know he signed a 3-year deal, which is pretty much going to end his career as a Laker, obviously. Anyway, so once he leaves, his intentions was the Dwight Howard to stay and be like the take over the team. But who knows where Howard's going to be at the end of the year? With all this talk about him and Kobe not getting along, and then then their owner passing away, it's just like, What's going?
Yeah.
Now you got the new who took over the operations? The Sun.
The Sun. Yeah.
Now who knows what his intentions are with Dwight Howard? I mean, we don't know unless they come out and say something publicly.
Oh, one more little
Yeah,
stat. Dwight Howard,
I love it.
third in the league among centers in minutes played per game at 35 minutes a game, only behind Noah and Horford.
And
Just
yet,
saying.
the two guys ahead of him, their teams are 10 games or better than the Lakers. So he's not, dude.
By the way, do you look at the NBA schedule? Because
Like it says in our chat
All right,
room,
then now I
Dwight
just
was
gotta
brought
prove
in
you
to
wrong
get
again.
wins. They aren't winning. That would pretty much be a fail. Bottom line is he was
Steve
brought
Nash
in to
is
help them
more at
win
fault.
games.
Steve Nash is more at fault. What has Steve Nash done all year than Dwight Howard? Dwight Howard is not the fault guy. People want to look at him as a fault guy because he's the one on a contract year. He's the one that's a free agent after this year. Steve
Laker
Nash.
fan.
Steve Nash to me has been a bigger disappointment than Dwight Howard.
I mean, coming to the Lakers, yes, because he got hurt in the beginning. Yeah, but I mean, as an overall, if you compare the two players together, I mean, obviously we know that Nash is a hell of a lot better player than Dwight Howard.
By the way, just so you know,
for Dwight
Chicago
were up here
and
he's
Joakim
reached
Noah.
here.
By the way, just another thing, Chicago and Joakim Noah are only 4 games better than the Lakers right now. I'm sorry, 4.5 games better, not 10 games better, 4.5. You want to know what the Hawks are? The Hawks are 4 games. No, I'm sorry. They are, 4 games. 4 games better. Not 10 games better than the Lakers, 4 games. Could easily end up with the same record at the end of the year. So don't tell me these other centers are playing that much better. You just said both of those teams have 10 games, they're 10 games better.
I did.
They are not 10 games better. They're nowhere near 10
And
games
Dwight
better.
Howard still was a waste of time for the Lakers, bottom line.
But I'm just
he
saying.
was brought in to help them win. He's not helping them win.
I'm just saying.
I think he can't handle the Hollywood, the Hollywood.
The expectations for the Lakers are like the expectations for the Yankees. And when the Yankees are struggling mid-season and everybody gets down on them like they did last year and a lot of people said they wouldn't even make the playoffs, it's the same thing for the Lakers. You look at all the guys on their roster, you look at how much they're getting paid, you look at all the star power, and when it doesn't come together like people think it should, it's automatically a disappointment and a failure. It's not. You have to let things play out.
That's fine. It will play out, and they're going to get
telling
eliminated in the
just
first
like
round.
the playoffs in baseball, teams don't want to face the Yankees come playoff time. They don't. That's not the team
Unless
you
you're
want to
the-
go up
unless
against.
you're the
And the
Detroit
Lakers
Tigers.
aren't the team I'd want to go up against if I'm in the playoffs.
They're not making it out of the first round. That's what started this whole conversation. I don't think they're making it out of the first round.